Hello everyone and welcome to episode 87 of the WMMA 5 Modern Day UFC Save here on the channel, as we just have two more shows left of 2021, as we have Carlos Esparza and Jedrzejczyk as our main event for this ESPN Plus card. That's happening in Vegas as we end out the 2021 calendar year with as far as the last ESPN Plus card of the year in Las Vegas. And, as far as Esparza and Joanna, as far as this is a big fight for Jedrzejczyk, as far as this is pretty much, if she gets a win here, definitely getting a title fight in 2022. If she loses here, boy, that's going to be a hell of a setback. For Carlos Esparza, she's looking to get a massive victory here tonight. She's already beaten Joanna Jedrzejczyk, and as far as she's looking to make it 2 wins over her now. As for the piece of mail, shockingly, Diego Sanchez does in fact retire at 39 years old. That was a tough one because Diego obviously just won, and I'm sure he was thinking, I still got a lot left to the tank. And then you just kind of maybe reality set in. It's like, it's probably time to hang it up. So that's tough. But at least he ended out with a win, so that it could be worse. Could have been like Andre Arlovski here, who just lost. That's very, very tough there. Finishing with a 28-21 into a record is insane. His last one was Ben Rothwell. Unreal. Yeah, we let him go after the Juan Adams loss, and yeah, just sad. Sad to see that. But boy, Arlovski was the man at one point, that is for sure. And this is it's a big time fight though, as far as with the ESPN Plus card here. Oh yeah, we're also as far as we've set up now, Dana to we're gonna give him the Contender Series and whatnot. So that's a thing. We'll just go ahead and let's see what the mail is. Oh my god, just looking at everything that has changed. I don't know why it's done it. All the stuff is that's weird. I wonder why they did that. But yeah, we're gonna make the Contender Series and whatnot. I think we're probably gonna put about 10 million in the company, because that's about. It's weird because you can't really look at the finances of other companies like you can in TW, which makes sense technically, because you should not be able to just know somebody's worth pretty much outright. But I'm hoping. The plan is to at least make it maybe higher than mid-level, maybe high-level regional. That's kind of the plan. But it's tough, though, because, again, if it's high-level regional, it's going to be a hop, skip, and a jump to national. And it definitely can do that. Wow, the PFL's fucking killing it right now. That's crazy. I just saw, credibility, 100. Stability, 95, yeah. So, that's just kind of what we're thinking. As far as where we're going to base this in, probably Nevada. Just kind of makes sense since we're already in, as far as Nevada is pretty much where the UFC is. And I'm sure Dana, that's where he would want to be for the Contender Series. But yeah, as far as that's the main event. Co-main event, though, Alexander Volkanovski and Michael Johnson. Hell of a fight there. Brett Johns, Dominic Cruz, 135 bout there. Luke Rockhold and Volkan Oestermeyer as a 205 bout, rather. I was looking at the next bout when I was looking at the weights. Ryan Hall and Bryce Mitchell was a very, very fun fight. Two great grapplers from different kind of sides of the spectrum there, as far as with Ryan Hall, with being able to pull off a lot of crazy jiu-jitsu rolls into submissions and try to ankle pick people and try to just do anything he can to wrap somebody up for a submission, whereas Bryce Mitchell is great as a grappler on the top, and as far as being able to use his wrestling in a huge way to get wins and get somebody with a twister. So that's going to be a fun-ass fight. And then Edmund Shabazan and Trevin Giles is the prelim main. Tim Elliott and Chris Mondino as far as 125 bout there for both guys. Of course, Chris is going on a little bit of a run right now since we brought him back, and Tim Elliott probably going to be his last fight with us. We'll see. Salim Raslov against Marcos Rogério de Lima. Heavyweight bout there. Marcos has about 15 pounds on him. Valerie Lareda and Chelsea Hackett. It's a 125 bout. Valerie Lareda has been doing very well for herself. She's doing a lot better than I anticipated in the save. And then Mickey Gall coming in at 175 to take on Camille Jedrzejczyk. I believe is how you pronounce that. But as far as, Joanna. Well, I was thinking Joanna lost that fight. I don't know why I was thinking that. But that was the co-main. That was Pettis and Dos Anjos. So, Joanna won that fight. I don't know why I was thinking that Esparza beat her. Like I said, that doesn't really fit the timeline, too, because obviously she was the champ at that time. But both girls 34. Both girls, similar records with 17-7 and 18-4. As far as, obviously, Joanna, American top team, to a team Lloyd Irvin for Esparza. She's on a little winning streak right now after losing to Zhang Weili. And, of course, her last title fight win was against Jessica Andrade in 2017. Kind of crazy to think she is now 0-4 in her last title fights. But she's got a chance to maybe change that potentially. Of course, with the Nina Hazarov, as far as that was a huge win, and the Cynthia Calvillo win, finishing her in the first round. Main eventing the ESPN Plus card for the, probably second time? Because she's only been on one. And the last one was her and Karate Hottie Michelle Watterson. So it's going to be a fun fight. For sure, 6-time former Muay Thai world champion against Carla Esparza, Cookie Monster, a woman that, now as far as she can get dragged into a great fight, potentially if someone pushes her into it. But overall, I would say, her she had a couple of losses in Bellator that they have, Jessica Aguilar and then Megumi Fuji, which those are two tough girls. Split decision loss to the Aguilar. But the Joanna loss was her first loss in the UFC after beating Thug Rose in the TUF finale. And, as far as for her, she's beating Juliana Lima. Moreno Moros also is beating Calvillo. She beat Alexa Grasso, also beat Nina Hansarov. She also dominated her, 30-27s. And then Ticia Torres, and now, obviously, Ticia Pennington, beat her just and knocked her out, too, at the final, kind of, as far as in the final round. She got guillotined by Thug Rose in her last loss, but as far as other than that, she's, as far as won 4 of the last 5, I wouldn't say she's got a chance as far as like a striker's chance or anything. If it goes to the ground, obviously I think she'll be in control, but I just don't think Joanna's going to let it get to that point. We'll see. But Alexander the Great Volkanovski, Michael the Menace Johnson, it's insane. Michael Johnson, his run here in the save. Obviously in just real life, his resume is insane, but now he was on a little winning streak, beating Edgar, Aldo, and Yair Rodriguez, but he just got tapped out by Moicano, and Money Moicano, as far as getting the armbar win in the first round, put a stop to that, and that was back in July. This is going to be his third fight of 2021, which is the most he's had since 2018, so he's really upping up the, as far as the fight outputs, but of course a guy that has just fought everybody you can think of, and has some insane wins, but he's beaten Dustin Poirier. He's beaten Tony Ferguson. As far as he... also, beating Joe Lozon is pretty big, too. Even though Joe was maybe a little bit outside of his prime around that time. But it's still, Joe Lozon, not a tough guy to beat at any stretch. And now, as far as here in the state, beating Jose Aldo, Frankie Edgar, he's beating Hall of Famers left and right. And sure, he's lost to guys like, obviously, Khabib and Gaethje, and, as far as Beneil Dariush and Nate Diaz, and he's been on losing end of some of those fights, but beat him too, as far as he is somebody that is not to be trifled with. That is for sure. And he's the guy who brings it too. But for Alexander Volkanovski, of course, 23-3, and those losses are to Max Holloway, and then probably somebody that's not mentioned, I'm assuming, as far as earlier on in his career. But losing to Max Holloway twice, very tough, because not only he lost, but he lost in such a devastating fashion. Got knocked out in the 5th, finished in the 3rd. On ESPN Plus here after being on a fight night card with him and Korean Zombie, main eventing a ESPN Plus card for the first time. 32, still the prime of his career for sure. Him being the favorite makes sense, but him being a slight favorite's kind of hilarious. But it is what it is. Both guys, as far as over 20 wins in their career, and both have a wrestling background, which is kind of crazy because you don't really, well, you could sometimes see Volk use it, but Volkanovski really, his striking has really, really been impressive, and you can see that with training with Tiger Muay Thai too. But Michael Johnson, he's got some fucking hands for sure, and he can end the fight with just one big shot. Both guys can, so that's gonna be an exciting fight for sure. But Brett Johns and Dominic Cruz, top 15 bantamweight, as far as he's 14th, and he's the favorite in this fight against Brett Johns, who has been on a bit of a tear. He's looking for his 20th win. He's 7-3 in the UFC. But Dominic Cruz, of course, a guy that, as far as hard to believe, he's only lost one time in the saves. He's already fought 4 times. This is going to be his 4th fight in 2021 as well. He has been a busy, busy man for somebody of his age, and the amount of fights he's had. Obviously, the guys he's fought, when only lost to Uriah Faber, Cody Garbrandt, and Ray Borg, which is kind of crazy, but he also took 4 years off too. But still, as far as for him, 36 years old, obviously with who's the champion right now, it would be a lot of fun to see him make a rise and to potentially push for a fight with him and Faber, because obviously those men, as far as they had the trilogy, which Dominic Cruz won, and you would think, he only beat him during, via decision, never finished him. So now you add a 5-round fight, which he's also done that with him and Uriah Faber, both going the distance in 5 rounds. But maybe a little different now that those guys are both almost in their Uriah is in his 40s, and obviously Dominic Cruz close to being in his 40s. So just a lot on the line for Dominic Cruz. For Brett Johns, though, he's looking to just keep it rolling, looking to get a big win. He lost to Ray Borg, which again, another guy lost to Ray Borg, but he this is going to be his 5th fight of the year. Jesus Christ. Had the fight with Peter Yan, beat him, got him with a heel hook in 51 seconds. Obviously, an easy fight to, get another one in the books. Fought Ricky Simone, and him and Simone had a split, which there was a 30-27 in there. That scorecard was all over the place. Would love to see that fight again, potentially, with how that fight was scored. Just lost to Ray Borg, as far as in June, but then here in September, he beat Montel Jackson with a rear naked choke in the first round. Just a guy that, he could finish you in a lot of different ways. We've seen a heel hook, we've seen a rear naked choke. As far as he might just bust out a different type of submission here tonight, if he's got a chance to beat Dominic Cruz and to potentially jump back up into the top 5 of the bantamweight division. For Luke Rockhold and Volkan Oezdemir, this is both guys same exact record, 18-6. For Luke Rockhold, as far as I was thinking this was in Vegas, but no, it is in Vegas. I was thinking we had this in California, where we had so many Cali people on the card, but Luke Rockhold, Santa Cruz, California. As far as in Fribourg, Switzerland, for Volkan Oezdemir. 8-5, 6-5 in the UFC for both guys. For Luke Rockhold, of course, had the fight with Bisping that everyone assumed he was going to get the win, and obviously shockingly got knocked out. Had the losses to Yoel Romero and Jan Blachowicz. Hold on a nice little winning streak, though. He beat Ryan Bader, which is not easy by the looks of it. The way Ryan Bader's been kind of running through people since he's came back. And you got Dominic Reyes, got knocked out right at the end of the first round. Tough loss. Obviously, Dominic Reyes is, a big dude. And he's obviously Luke Rockhold, more of a traditional middleweight, but he's been fighting a light heavyweight for us, which is very nice of him to do. But I think middleweight is definitely more of his weight class. There's just so many bigger guys. Volkan Oezdemir, he's a big dude, as far as height-wise. Maybe not, 6'1". He's not that big, especially for the modern-day kind of light heavyweights. 6'1's kind of on the lower end of the scale. But he has knocked out Khalil Rountree, which is a huge win. He's beaten Rodic. He's beaten Latifi as well. OSP, Manuel as well, and Misha Kirkunov. But he's also fought. He went the distance with Dominic Reyes, which he actually split decision lost to him, too, which is not terrible at all. Pretty much got dominated by Thiago Santos, so that was crazy. And then the Ryan Spann loss, got choked out. So a lot of different variables here. You kind of look at the guys he's lost to. He's only lost the champs for a good bit, as far as with DC, and then obviously Dominic Reyes and Anthony Smith. Both guys fought John Jones. Thiago Santos, of course, fought John Jones. And Ryan Spann, he's got the talent for sure to get it going as far as to be a light heavyweight champion. We'll see, though. We'll see how this fight plays out, because I think if Luke can take it to the ground, he's got a chance, but at the same time, he's got a great stand-up background. It's going to be interesting. I would say Volkan's just a better striker, so it's really going to come down to that, but we'll see, though, how that plays out. The Ryan Hall and Bryce Mitchell, I mean, again, this is a very, very fun fight to make. Ryan Hall hasn't lost yet in the UFC, but he's taken on the favorite in Bryce Mitchell, and Bryce is the perfect guy for him, I think. This is this is for the sickos, is what this fight is. Casual fan is not going to love this at all sometimes, the way Ryan Hall's going to be kind of doing a lot of unorthodox shit. If it works, it works. Obviously, in the real-life fight with Taboria, he got fucking clocked for it. Here, though, he's got a chance at least get something crazy going. I mean, the heel hook win over BJ Penn, and he, which, I mean, that was a bit of a wash, BJ Penn. Same thing for Gray Maynard, but the Graham Dawson one was interesting, because, yeah, that was a weird scar card again. That happened back in August, so a quick turnaround, actually, for him, after fighting for, 15 minutes. And his first ESPN Plus card, too, as well, which is interesting for Ryan Hall. Obviously 36, but he's just been a guy that's an incredible Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu grappler. And, of course, the ADCC championship, as far as he took bronze in 2009. He won the tough season of season 22. He's basically one of the best Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu artists you will see on the planet, competing against Bryce Mitchell, who is a tremendous grappler in his own right. Oh, Thug Nasty himself, of course, was a part of Tough. I don't think he was a part of that same Tough season, I don't think. But as far as I think he was a little bit later on. He's beating Josh Emmett, which is crazy, because obviously in real life we saw him get sent to the fucking Shadow Realm. But he just lost to Mike Grundy, which I didn't expect at all. And that also was a pretty quick fight turnaround for him. That was back in September. Mike Grundy, 30-27 him, too. Tough to see that. The split decision win over File was interesting, too. And he had a split decision loss to Leron Murphy. I mean, he's kind of been on all over the place. He's been dominated. He's squeaked out wins. He squeaked out, the opposite way, losing out on a decision, and he's choked somebody out. Who knows what we're going to see from this fight, though. It's going to be very, very interesting. Obviously, if you're Bryce Mitchell, you assume he keeps it standing, but you never know with Bryce Mitchell. He's got the power of Christ behind him, as the Golden Boy, Edmund Shabazan, taking on Trevin the Prom Giles. Both guys 13-3. Houston, Texas native for Trevin Giles, the LA native for the Golden Boy. 6-3 in the UFC, 4-3. Both guys ranked as far as on the lower end of the scale, as far as 21 and 23rd. Giles is the favorite, but this is very, very close. Minus 140, minus 130. This is a toss-up if I've seen one. Obviously, Edmund, at one point, was looking like he was going to be like a top 15 middleweight. He had the Derek Brunson fight, completely lost that. Got ankle locked by Ferreira in a minute. Then began some cupcake fights to try to see where he was at. He had a split decision with Kyle, and then ACJ, as far as Antonio Carlos Jr., split decision with him, which went against him. Hasn't gotten a finish in the save. It's going to be interesting, for sure. Especially when you think about who the guys he beat before that. I mean, Brad Tavares is now a top 10 middleweight. Like, it's kind of crazy how much Brad has leaped up here in the save compared to obviously what Edmund has done. But he's only 24 years old, too, so a lot of time left for him. But Trevin, the Problem Giles, though, former pro, maybe not pro, but he's just a former football player, took up MMA with the size. He beat Brendan Allen in the past, which is crazy. That fight was poor, but he's 30-27 him. That's quite impressive. As far as he lost to GM3 before the save, and lost to Zach Cummings, both by guillotine. The Ikram loss, as far as he got 29-28, there was one judge who gave a 30-27, but yeah, I mean, that's a tough loss after beating someone like Brendan Allen, who's now ranked and is looking to get some big-time fights in the future. Both guys, could use a win. Both guys are fighting for a chance to get back up in the rankings. This is a big-time fight for both guys. Tim Elliott and Chris Montino. As far as, 2-0. Tim Elliott, 6-8 though in the UFC. Tough break, 17-10-1. Tim Elliott is a nice size favorite though in this one. course, he's on a little winning streak, too. He beat Ryan Benoit. He beat Jordan Espinoza. Dominated him. 30-27, both guys. That's a great little thing to think about, but he's also fought some tough guys. I mean, he fought John Dodson in his first fight. Tough guy there. Benavidez, which sure he lost to. Again, same thing with Demetrius Johnson. Tough guy. At least he beat Luis Smoka. That's probably his biggest win off of names here. And then, obviously, lost to Figgy. And then Askarov, which, another tough guy. So, I mean, really, he's fought, when you look at this, as far as one of the greatest in Demetrius Johnson in his prime. Figgy, who's incredible. Askarov is on the rise for sure. Obviously, Benavidez was somebody that was always a kind of a bridesmaid, never a bride, and he got choked out too. It was only really submission loss to him, and then the Ben Jungen loss as far as his rear naked choke before the save. Oh no, he also got guillotined by Figgy. So yeah, just interesting guy that has fought a bit of a who's who as far as one special tough. I forgot about that. That's how we got that fight with Demetrius Johnson. But for Chris Montino, as far as the Milford, Massachusetts native, on a tear, was winning in the PFL. It's like, all right, let's bring him in. Because, again, he had the fight with, obviously, O'Malley, and it was like, oh, let's just kind of see what happens here in this kind of alt timeline. And he's beaten just everybody. The David Dvorak win, 30-27, and any 30-27 Hector Sandoval. He's been on a tear. He's a big flyweight, 5'7". It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting to see who they will, as far as how he'll go about Tim Elliott, though, because Tim's wrestling is very, very good. He is a heavy favorite. Maybe Chris can shock the world, though. You never know. And as far as Salma Gray, Tank Roslov had the one fight that went to a no contest here, but 18-7-1, and Marcos Rogero de Lima 18-8-1, so another similar record. Him and Big Ben, I believe both guys failed their drug test. I believe it was a wash. Yeah. Both guys were on PEDs, so it was just a bit of a wash. But he did beat him before that, before the drug test failure. We'll see how he does. No PEDs in the system. Taking on Marcos Rogero de Lima, at least hoping that he doesn't have any PEDs in the system. But if he gets caught again, we'll definitely cut him. I mean, I'm sure he's a 35-year-old heavyweight. At the end of the day, if every heavyweight that's over 35 years old is taking PEDs, it's probably for the better of the sport. But, it kind of is what it is. Bit of a dealer's choice there. Don't want to be giving someone who does not want to take that PED route, throwing them against somebody who's just gassed to the gills. But for Marcos Rogero de Lima, I mean, we gave him a big fight in Yaya Rosenstrike, and he did pretty well. That was a very, very good fight. It's kind of a quick turnaround for how violent that fight got, but of course he knocked out Chad Lewis Perry. He also knocked out Latife as well. It's crazy. I think, as far as his biggest win, when you kind of think about who Chad Lewis Perry had beaten, that might be his biggest win on paper, but he's also fought Augusto Sakai, fought Stefan Struve. Great guy, great fighter as far as for a veteran standpoint of a heavyweight that's going to bring it, and has so many Muay Thai fights under his belt. He's going to be fun to watch as far as against this Pankratin Wushu. As far as maybe a little bit of Sambo in there too, Russian fighter. It'll be interesting. And then for Valerie Loreda and Chelsea Hammer Hackett, both girls haven't lost, but Chelsea Hackett making her UFC debut, as we've seen Valerie 2-0 already. The Miami native looking to get a big, big win to keep her slow and steady rise, because we are not wanting to fast track her at all. But she's beaten girls that have already been ranked, so there is that, and she's 30-27 them, I should say. As for Chelsea Hackett, here's a girl that the Australian kickboxer, was a Muay Thai kickboxing champion and knocked out one of our opponents after a slam. And as far as she beat Beck Rawlings in Bellator, so that's probably her biggest win for sure. Going to be interesting. Gonna be interesting to see how these two play out. As far as, I'm not sure why the picture black and white. There's some of the pics we got in the pack were black and white. As far as, I'm not sure exactly the rhyme or reason, but this kind of is what it is. And Mickey Gall and Kamil Jedrzejczyk, who's making his debut as Kamil, the Polish native. We got a lot of Polish people on the cards as far as, there's a lot of great fighters going out of Poland. So it's just, we've probably signed a lot just from this save as far as just talking about the guys we've brought in. Now, not part of the UFC, but Mickey Gall, of course, I would say he's pretty much done in the UFC now. But as far as, obviously, it was kind of hilarious how after him beating Punk and Sage Northcutt, it's like, oh, maybe this guy's actually talented. It's like, no, man. The fight with Randy Brown was kind of crazy, though, that Randy Brown didn't finish him, and then he fought Diego Sanchez. It's like, all right, if you're getting finished by washed Diego Sanchez in the prime of your career, it's probably over, buddy. And yeah, it definitely is over. For Mickey Gall, if he loses this one, he'll be 5-4 in the UFC, 6-4. That'll be it for him. Yeah, no, I don't know if we'll send him down to like the Contender Series. That's kind of like a gatekeeper. Kind of like that idea sometimes, is to have guys be a potential gatekeeper, where it's not mainly a guy that the two guys are fighting for a contract. Maybe it's a guy that's fighting for his chance to get back into the UFC. Kind of like that idea as well, potentially. A lot going on there. A lot of different variables for sure. As far as our main event, the co-main event at UFC 185 back in 2015, which Jedrzejczyk went the distance with her. Esparza's 2-0 against other members of American Top Team, though. No backers behind Esparza, all backing Joanna. I'd say that's a good call. Good call there. And Michael Johnson has a 10-inch reach advantage. That's insane. How to throw some money on Michael Johnson's way? I mean, that is crazy. A 10-inch reach advantage. Be embarrassing he loses to Strikes in this one, but Volk's probably the better fighter, but again, Michael Johnson always has a fucking puncher's chance. Dominic Cruz has a 7-inch reach advantage over Brett Johns. That's going to help him out a lot, especially with grappling as far as trying to get a hold of him. Because we know Brett, we know his game plan. Trip you up, take you back, finish you. And we'll see if he can do that to Dominic Cruz. It's going to be tough, though, with that reach disadvantage for the Judokan, rather, as far as Luke Rockhold and Volkan Oestermeyer. Volkan being those 7-0 for like stat picks favorite is kind of crazy. I would say someone should probably be backing Luke Rockhold. I think it's going to be a lot closer fight than they anticipated. And Ryan Hall and Bryce Thug Nasty Mitchell. Bryce Mitchell, clear favorite on this one. Interesting. Ryan Hall won 3 of his last 5 fights by decision. If he can get a submission, great. But, Bryce Mitchell's a tough guy to put away, especially with submissions. Golden Boy, Edmund Shabazan, and Trevin the Prom Giles. Very, very close fight. Might be the closest fight on the card for sure, with both guys being in the minuses on the betting line. Blurcast stat picks 4-3. This is a coin toss if I've ever seen one. For Tim Elliott and Chris Montino, again, I would not doubt Chris getting a chance to get a win here. I just don't think it's that far. I just don't think Tim Elliott's that much better than Chris, if that makes sense. I think it's going to be a lot closer than what Vegas thinks. We'll see, though, on that one. As Marcos Rogerio de Lima, though, significant weight advantage, large margin on the betting line, and looking to beat the tank here. As for Chelsea Hackett, looking to beat Valerie Lareda. She has one backer, and Sean, but the rest are backing Lareda. And then for Mickey Gall and Kamil Jedrzejczyk, looking to make his UFC debut with a victory over Mickey Gall, who hasn't won this decade. So we'll see. So Dan Murray had a referee cage-side judges. And Mickey Gall, the Vegas native here. So connects to the jab. Missed the big right. Tries for the body. With a sharp hook, but it's off target. Yep. Kamil grabs him. Trying to get him against the cage here. He does so. Got him pressed against the cage. Got him stuck against the cage now. Not pretty. Trying to trap him against the cage. And yeah, the referee's going to separate him. And now Kamil again. This time looking for the sweep. Can't get him down though. Trying to push him against the cage. He's got him up against the cage here. A couple of punches aside the head. Yeah, Kamil definitely in control grappling-wise. He's up 10-9. And he gets a single leg. And, oh, man, he's going to lay and pray. That sucks. Don't want to see somebody lay and pray when they're at minus 330 favorite. Sure, he's actually going to try to shift. Yeah, he's not able to do anything off his back. They're going to stand him up. Right cross here from Gall. They clinch up again. Got him against the cage. Trying to get free, can't. That's the end of the second. Another round for Camille. But a pretty bad fight so far. At least Golf's throwing strikes. Oh, there's a Ford, the big right. Did Camille? He's probably going to grab him. Yep. Can't take him down now. Got punched the side of the head. Got him against the cage. Yeah, not pretty again. Ugly fight to start this off. Both guys are getting tired now. Just a tired-ass takedown. But he stops a great sprawl. Gets out of the way. And, yeah, I mean, he's going to get 30-27 when I don't think Camille threw any strikes standing. Oh, my God, they landed 58, though, when they were grappled up against the cage. Mainly from that first and third round. So, yeah, I mean, it just... I'm surprised it was even rated average. Yeah, Mickey Gall. It's nice seeing you, bud. And so, yeah, UFC debut win. Not the greatest of performances. When you're such a, you're 6'3", 175, and you're not doing a whole lot of damage and not really trying to finish fights. That shit is not great. Not great for us, as he praises his team. Those very responsible fans to come and support him. Laredo and Hackett. Herb Dean, the referee, cage side judges. One of these girls is going to get a 1 in the loss column, potentially. This is a draw. As here comes Hackett countering a leg kick with a right jab, but the head kick attempt to connect. Oh, here comes Laredo with a counter. It's a jab. Round kick the body short, though. Neither fighter can land anything. Both fighters going for broke here, looks like, as far as going for kicks and strikes. 2 jabs. Can't hit the left cross, though. Oh, off target with a jab. Hits the good leg kick, though, does Laredo. Right jab is the low kick. Yeah, both girls are going for leg kicks. That is for sure. There's a head kick attempt from Laredo. Doesn't land. However, right jab. Just find the mark of the left hook. After Laredo missed off the jab, but also the left kick to the body. Left hook from Laredo. Oh, my lord. Massive left hook right on the button. Down goes Laredo. Will she finish her here? She does. What a win. Chelsea Hackett. Great stuff. Finishers in the first round. Upset. As well, great fight. What a win. Way to cap off your UFC debut with the upset knockout. As for Salah McGray, Tank Razlov, and Marcos Bezeo, Rogerio de Lima, as Marcos and Razlov, 2 heavyweights here battling it out. We'll see. As far as jab, can't hit the right crossover. That's Razlov. Nice 1-2 from Marcos. Left jabs, was the right hook? Yep. Good shit. Jab. Right hand blocked. Oh, 1-2. Followed by a leg kick. There we go, Marcos. Left jab doesn't find the mark on the right hook. Does Razlov. Left jab, left roundhouse kick to the body. Oh, Razlov with the takedown attempt. Doesn't get it, though, but he's got him against the cage. Yeah, try to pull him in close with strikes. Maybe an elbow. But Marcos trying to make sure that clinch is airtight to where he can't throw really anything. And now he slips out of it. So great stuff there from Marcos. Counters the right hand with 2 jabs by a right cross. So, wow, as far as Marcos is striking, again, not surprisingly, is world class as always. With the amount of fights he's had in Muay Thai, as far as slipping past the right hook attempt as Marcos, and attacks the price of jabs by a good right hand. 2 kind of left hands from Marcos. 3-punch combination doesn't even touch Marcos Rogerio de Lima. And there's a 1-2 after the counter of missing the right cross. Pair of jabs followed by a great right hook. It's actually probably a 3-punch combination, really. Slipping past the right hook attempt, attacks with a low kick to the lead leg. And yeah, Marcos is up on the scorecard. Great stuff. Great stuff. Exactly what he wanted. Looking great out there. Missed the left hand in the exchange as Razlov. Oh, high kick to the side of the head here. High right head kick. Doesn't even rock him. That's insane. Razlov with the left hand. Jab at a right hook. Marcos is going for it. But as far as Tank, man, he's hanging in there. He took a big-time shot with that head kick. Left hand in the exchange from Razlov. Now hit the left jab, catches him with a hard low kick to the front leg. These leg kicks are going to be playing into a factor, too. The longer these fights go, right cross. Left jab, right hook from Marcos, yeah. And Razlov's getting tired as well. Now he's in the pocket. Oh, my gosh. All 3 of them landing off the pocket here, but Razlov avoids the big right punch. Yep, starting to limp now. Marcos might go 30-27 here, the way this is going. We'll see. Oh, spinning back kick to the chest. Razlov, though, with a takedown. There you go. See what Razlov could do up top here. I'm looking for some elbows now. Not doing much damage. Yeah. And as far as, well, Razlov, you don't need to just be laying and praying here. You got to go for something. He's got side control now. It's going to help him out a little bit, trying to get to, I don't know, I was trying to transition guard, was Marcos on the bottom, but that wasn't going to happen. Yeah, I mean, he won that round, so it'll be 29-28, but still lost. A decent fight. Marcos looked really good. That third round kind of brought the fight down a little bit, but it is what it is. Yeah, 19th win. Looking for his 20th win the next time he's out there. And he won Steve Mowry. All right, Steve Mowry's a tough guy. He's ranked. He's 6'8". He's a great wrestler. That's an interesting call out for sure. We'll have to probably make that happen in 2022. Tim Elliott and Chris Montehino, as far as the Milford, Massachusetts native, looking to beat the Tulsa, Oklahoma native and shock the world potentially with this upset. As the judges for this one, here we go, round one. They stepping in already. Went for the lead kick on the leg and also a low kick from Chris, but his doesn't connect. After the jab, 1-2, quick right, straight left, 2-punch combination. As far as also out of a flurry, but doesn't connect with the left round kick to the body. Counter jab from Elliott. Ooh, comes in, flurry of 5 punches, all of them hitting home, and they hit him with a straight left. What a 6-punch combination there. Missed on the body kick after the right jab lands. There's a right jab from Elliott, but his left hook doesn't find the mark. Oh, dodges leg kick, though. Follows up after the 4 quick punches, 3 of them landing from Chris. He's punching and bunching for sure. And he is looking really, really good. Again, left round kick to the body. He's been just striking in punches. It's been hard for Tim to kind of keep up with this pace. Went for the body kick, but missed it. Yeah, that's Chris's round for sure. And yeah, it's going exactly how I thought it would go. Chris is striking just a little bit better than Tim Elliott's, and Tim isn't able to grapple up with him yet. 3-punch combination followed by a spin kick to the ribs. Unreal. Chris just dominant. 3 strikes combinations with a left cross. Left hook slipping past it. Does Chris, counters the brace dress followed by a leg kick that just missed it. Ooh, spin kick to the ribs. Another spin kick here. Oh, here comes again another counter from Chris. Pair of jabs followed by a right kick to the rib cage. These guys, man. I mean, they're taking a beating. It's Tim Elliott. Trying to go for a takedown again. Just can't take that initiative. Chris again comes in fast. 3 quick punches followed by a left round kick to the body. Right hook rather from Elliott. 4 punches. Finds their flurry, but finds the mark here out of a flurry, but the big left is blocked. Oh, there we go. Takedown. Then finally Tim Elliott gets a takedown, but that's not enough time. And now you're trying to lay and pray. That ain't gonna happen. You're down 2 rounds to none. As a plus 400 underdog is whipping you. I mean, it has not been close. Counters left hand with a couple of quick right jabs, followed by a body kick that fails to land. I'm about to say, if Tim can follow up with a takedown, he's got a chance here. Oh, there it is. Oh, the partially defends it. He's going to go up against the cage. Oh, he's got the takedown. Now we're going to see how Chris does. And trying to get the mount. If he would have got mount, that would have been tough. He can't get mount, though. And now I believe they walked him up. He's trying to walk him up, rather. Yeah, they're just in a bit of a stalemate. So another fight where a guy's up 2 rounds to none and loses the last round. They want to give that to Chris. That's kind of crazy. How was well, he was no, he didn't land more strikes. I don't know what they were thinking. That was definitely Tim Elliott's round. It should be 29-28. Wow. Me and Sal Diamato agreed. I don't like that. But yeah, it was good performance from Chris. This is just trusting the guy. Knowing he's going to go out there and do exactly what you think he's going to do. He's going to outstrike a wrestler. And he did just that. It's 13-4 on his record now. He's a 10th Planet guy as well, so I'm sure Eddie Bravo loving that. Big win. Big win for sure. Now our main event in the prelim. Our last prelim bout, Golden Boy, Edmund Shabazan, and Trevin the Problem Giles. Both guys looking to get that 14th win. Going to avoid that 4th loss. Cage side judges again, -130, -140. Very, very close. There's a left jab and a low kick. A hard low kick, in fact, from Edmund. Edmund again with a left hand. This time, Giles avoids a big right. He's able to grab a hold of a Muay Thai clinch. Oh, boy. Oh, fights off completely. Slips it, too. That was good. Left jab, catches him with a clean right hook. Edmund's striking has been very, very good. Giles is trying to get a hold of him. Not happening, though. He's just getting struck with jabs and leg kicks now. Jab. Fails to find him on that jab, but he hits the straight right. Giles, again, this time gets a hold of him, trying to pin him against the cage, stomps on him, takes him down. So at least he's got the takedown, but yeah, I mean, it's just... he still lost that round, so it's A little late for that takedown to really change the outcome of that fight, at least that first round. We'll see what happens in the second, though. Can't connect with the setup strikes. Hits him with a right hook. Good stuff from Edmund. 3 quick punches, misses the big right hand. Yeah, Giles, I mean, he's just looking for takedowns. He's not going to get out. He's not going to outstrike him. That's his only way he thinks he's going to get the win. Because, yeah, missed with the jab and low kick. Good combination here. 2 punches. But Giles maintains a good guard. And, oh, here comes a great counter chance for Giles after the big right hand misses from Shabazan. And now, as far as the win for the head kick that's off target, though, after a sequence of quick jabs, that could have been insane. Got the takedown. And it's got a lot of time, too. But to scramble immediately, both fighters already back up to their feet. That's exactly what Edmund needed. It's a tough break for Trevin Giles. And there's a 1-2, a jab at him right across the lands hard. He's feeling real good. He knows he's the better striker. He can be aggressive. He's landing all over the place. But Giles gets a hold of him again. And he gets a knee strike to the body. But again, just Edmund, his striking has just been too much. Missed the high kick, though, to Giles. Again, if he could land that high kick, that might change the outcome of this one, but I just don't think it's going to happen. Lands the right hand if the step strikes can't connect, but Giles gets a hold of him. Oh, blocks it. From throwing the knee, at least, but there's a knee strike to the body there. Now I got him against the cage. Oh, but Shabazan out wrestles him. Oh, Giles now. Back against the cage. And again, Shabazan up against the cage. Went for the knee, but now he's in control. Looking for the Muay Thai clinch, but he ends up fighting it. Oh, he can't fight it off. Gets caught here. Damn, that was interesting. As he just finally gets a knee, but no power really behind it at all. Another knee to the ribs, no really power behind it at all. Trying to get some deeper reaches of the gas tank here after they separate. Giles, he's got to go for broke. Gets caught with a 1-2, so that's good. Scores to the jab, can't connect with the right cross, though. Here comes Shabazan with the left jab, but it doesn't connect with his low kick. I mean, he won that round, but again, like the last 3 fights. Oh my God, it's going to be a split. Okay, well, at least the right guy won, but my God. How do you give Trevin Giles that fight? He completely lost the first and second. Unreal. I guess they gave it to him because he got the takedown and they had the same amount. Well, they had 1 strike difference, but come on. Yeah, I mean, he definitely. If he won any round, it was definitely that 3rd round. Tough. But at least Edmund got the win, and now he's wanting Bruno Silva. That's interesting. He jumps up to 14-3. It's our main card opener. Ryan Hall, Bryce, Thug Nasty Mitchell. Marguliardo's referee, Stateside Judges here. So yeah, Ryan Hall, the Vegas native. Already, Bryce Mitchell with a takedown attempt. That is a terrible idea, Bryce Mitchell. But he's going for a suplex now. Oh my God, he slammed him. It's a scramble. Yeah, well, already, I'll slam him. Oh my God, just like, he's going to keep on tossing him. He's got his game plan. And he is not fucking changing it. Arm triangle from... Oh my... If Bryce Mitchell would have tapped him with an arm triangle there, that would have been insane. He wants to make sure he is very, very close. Giving him no room to work with on the bottom. Yeah, Bryce Mitchell, obviously, won that round. But yeah, had a feeling this could happen. Oh, here comes jab hits on from Hall. He catches him with a right hook. Interesting. Right Hall actually showing some striking. 1-2. Oh, here comes Bryce with a 1-2. Boys are swinging. Left jab, avoids the right hand. And Bryce Mitchell, the takedown, not happening. Got him against the cage. Suplex. Got him. Gets up his back, too. Oh, boy. He might just choke out Ryan Hall. Can't do it, though. He's going to have to get his hooks in, and I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, tough. But Bryce Mitchell's up 2 rounds to none. So at least he got that. But Ryan Hall needs a finish. And Bryce Mitchell's wrestling has been incredible. Oh, but as I say that, though, Bryce Mitchell might just get pulled into the guard. He does so. Here we go. Let's see what Ryan Hall can do. Blocks the transition to rubber guard. Punching down. He can't get caught. Oh, grabs his own leg. Trying to get a rubber guard. Trying to sweep. Not happening. Blocks a sweep. Oh, triangle. No, not happening. No, that could have been it. Yeah, that's tough, because that's the only way Ryan Hall's going to get that win. So that triangle choke locked in. But I would say 29-28. Bryce Mitchell, I would say he lost that round, that last round. But again, the way kind of it's judged, that's technically not a takedown. Getting sucked into the guard like that. It's rated decent. Yeah, we kind of had a feeling that might happen. But at least that 3rd round was at least exciting. The first round, too, to a degree. The second was interesting with him trying to strike. Guess he was just kind of like, fuck it, we gotta do something. Because we're not gonna tap each other out. That was a bit of iron striking iron with that one. You gotta have... Someone had to give, and nobody gave, unfortunately. Mark Adams, the referee, cage that judges here. Yeah, Uthmeier probably fighting around 215, maybe even 220. The big fucking dude. Here they go. With a straight right hook from Rockhold. Left jab, right hook blocked. Missed the right hook. Gets kind of the right hand. Yeah, listen, his striking is very, very good. Luke Rockhold, good hand speed here. Lands the 4 quick punches. Comes a counter here from Rockhold. Missed after the right hook to the ribs. Did Uthmeier now gets kind of the jab and attempted shot to the body that gets taken on the arm. Clean right hand after the left jab from Uthmeier. Off target with a jab. Hits a kick to the leg, though. 2 quick punches. Then lands a left cross. Great job from Rockhold. Jab comes up short on the body kick. Nice jab and a nice left hook from Rockhold. These guys are swinging. Landing. Looking good, especially Luke, man. He's throwing some good combinations. Fails on the jab. Hits the leg kick, though. Fails on the jab. Oh, here comes Rockhold. 4 quick punches. Off target with a jab. Scores the right hook. Oh, he grokked him. Oh, boy. Rockhold eats the right hook. The cage is the only reason he's upright. Oh, he tries to get the right hook, but he slips in the last possible second and is able to hang on there for another round. Tough break for Volkan Uthmeier. He had him on the cage. I was about to say on the ropes, but he had him on the cage there. He was fucked. But here's a glancing blow with a high kick after the jab. Left jab, left roundhouse kick to the body. Off target with a high kick there. Here comes a counter with a jab at a right cross. Oh, and he rocked him again with that right cross. Oh, my goodness. Big time shot. Moves in fast. Knocks him out cold. Beautiful stuff from Volkan Uthmeier, and boy, oh boy, that was a hell of a shot to walk off KO him like that after rocking him. Dude, that was brutal for Luke Rockhold to lose that one in that type of brutal fashion. Dominic Cruz and Brett Johns. Here we go, looking for this 20th win for Brett Johns and for Dominic Cruz, looking for a chance to climb up the ladder to fight Uriah Faber for the bantamweight title. Cruz moves in, ready to attack. Looked like to get some grappling going. Cruz, the aggressor, takes the initiative. Jab hits home. Fails to find him his jab rather than hits him with a straight. Jab a right cross. So Dominic Cruz looking pretty good so far, as long as Johns doesn't get a hold of him. Nice right cross. The leg kick fails to land. Again, looking to shortening the range. His reach advantage is really important, really, really impressive, so he's going to be able to throw these combinations really without any fear. And so far, that's been the case. There's a left hand and a nice right hook to the ribs. He's just going to keep on piecing him up. But Johns finally gets that opportunity to judo throw him, potentially. Oh my god. Doesn't get it. It ends up now in control of the grapple. It looks to slam him, but he just blocked it. Wow. Can't believe Johns blocked it, actually. Oh, cut him under the eye. Switching to southpaw here in the last couple of minutes, or last minute, as far as Cruz connects with a nice jab, lands a left hand. Right hand, left hand. It's a weak, oh yeah, just 1, 2. Good shit. Dominic Cruz is going to be able to dominate him with these strikes. The reach is going to be too much. He's not going to be able to get a hold of him as easily as he has in the past with his opponents. It's going to be a good fight for Dominic Cruz here, the way this is going. But all it takes is one, just like that. Caught the kick, gets the take. No, doesn't get the takedown. Dominic Cruz came to fucking grapple. Jab and a right cross. Jab and a straight right from Cruz. Again, trying to get that chance to grapple up with him, and Cruz is just one-doing him to death. Failed on the body shot. That might be his chance. On up, Cruz again. 2 left hands, but it's a big right. Nothing but air again. That could be his chance. Left hand, low kick. Jab, straight right. Left hand, right to the body. Cruz is just piecing him up all over the place. He's attacking every inch of the body. Going for the head, going for the body, going for the legs. Some great shit. Jab is wide, catches him with a crunching right hook. Johns again trying to get a hold of him. Not happening. Trying to get in close, but Dominic Cruz knows that he is in complete control of this one. And Brett Johns needs to finish, or he's going to get 30-27 to Dominic Cruz. Colin with the right hook. Left hand, right hook. Yep, again, just keep... Oh, well. Cruz looks in as he moves in on Johns preparing to throw. Yeah. Just still taking that initiative. Johns avoids that big right punch. He's going to keep avoiding the big-time strike. Oh, as I say that, though, here's a 1-2. A nice jab, beautiful uppercut, and knocked him down. And he just finished him. Just like that, TKO win for Dominic Cruz. I would probably be out of pocket to just give him the title fight right now. We probably got to give him one more fight and then the title fight, but he wants to fight Ronnie Lawrence. That's a tough fight. Ronnie's climbing up that rankings for sure. But him beating Brett Johns like that was quite impressive. Obviously, he had the reach advantage, but still. He looked great. He praised his team and Alliance MMA and all of his favorite sponsors as well. As our co-main event, Alexander the Great Volkanovski, Michael the Menace Johnson, Murgliata, our referee, cage side judges here we go. They touch gloves. Right hand, left hook there. Wow. 1-2 from Johnson. Oh, nice takedown from Volkanovski. And trying to sweep, not happening. Oh, armbar from the bottom. Oh, my God. Did not think Michael Johnson was going to throw the armbar on the bottom. That was pretty crazy, trying to counter the pass attempt of the scramble here. I was up first, but yeah, Volk able to just take him right back down. Oh, wow. Never mind. Johnson's the one in control. Never mind. I misread that completely. He's got the excellent outside leg trip. He's up against the cage. Guillotine. Listen. He's going to get one of these submissions. That was crazy. Very, very close round. I mean, listen, Michael Johnson, because of that takedown and the rear naked choke, or the armbar and the guillotine attempts, I think he won that round. That's a hell of a round after someone shot in and got the takedown with like 4 minutes left. Right hand, straight left, jab, straight left, jab, left hook. Oh my, crunching left hook. Yeah, Michael Johnson, you demon. Jabs wide, hits on a straight left again, but Volkanovski's able to clinch up with him potentially, but Michael Johnson is going to sweep him. Oh no, Volkanovski's in control, got him against the cage. Yeah, oh no, Johnson gets out of that. Jab hits him left hook. Moves in behind 4 quick punches, 3 of them finding them home, and then misses the vicious left hand. Jab, catches the left hook. Jab, straight left. Right jab, left cross. Lands hard, though, as Michael Johnson 1-2 fails to land. And, oh, there's a beautiful uppercut after the right hand, and he knocked him down. Seconds left in the round, though. Is he going to be able to finish him now? 10-9 again, and Volkanovski needs a miracle. Right hand, left hand from Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson, unreal. But he's going to get taken down here. He's got the side control, too. With 4 minutes left, he's got a lot of time to work with. But Michael Johnson already looking for the scramble. Oh boy, and he lost out on it. Michael Johnson, what can you say? He's beaten now Dustin Poirier and Alexander Volkanovski. He's joined Islam as far as obviously in real life, because we haven't even done neither of those fights obviously for Islam here in this save. They're going to give that to Michael Johnson, which again I have to agree with. He 30-27. Volkanovski. They gave it 30-26. That's kind of crazy. And there was a 29-27. I mean, listen, the second round might have been a 10-8 round. I don't hate that, actually. But, incredible how many one-sided fights there have been tonight, and also just how many fights somebody was up 2-0, and then they just kind of blow it in the third for the complete 30-27. But Michael Johnson, what a win. And, goddamn, he's a fight away from a title fight again, just like that. Carlos Esparza, Joanna Jedrzejczyk, cage side judges here, as is it Mark Goddard, yes, is our ref. Counter left hand from Esparza. Left jab and the right cross lands hard. This, of course, going 5 rounds. Jab and a hard low kick. Jab lands. Big right hand misses. Yeah, she's going to get outstruck for sure, is Esparza. But she's swinging, though. Got to give her that, at least. 1-2. Moves in behind her. Left jab, misses the right hook. 1-2. Going to trade, I think if I could really does these things. I will say that, or at least Michael Johnson, he had the 10-inch reach advantage, so it kind of is what it is there. But Esparza with a kick to the lead leg. Jab and a kick to the leg. Kind of jab. Crunching power here from Esparza with a crunching right hook. Esparza starting to limp, though. These leg kicks. Right hook from Esparza again. She's looking good. Looking good as you want. The leg kicks are doing their thing. Just getting behind strikes. Oh, well, as I say that, Esparza, though, with a little 3-punch combination. She's doing a pretty good job striking-wise, but Joanna, again, kind of shuts it down with a great right hook off the counter. Jab missed the right hook, though, left cross from Esparza, and that's the end of the first round. 10-9 for Joanna. We got 4 more rounds to go. Good right hook here. Off the counter after the 2 jabs. Ooh, cutter as well. Left hook. 1-2 here from Esparza. Left jab, great right hook. Jab, missed the right hook. Does Esparza. Quick left straight right from Joanna. Still limping. Is Esparza. Toe-to-toe straight. And now they come together. And sits the left jab. Misses the attempted shot to the body. Jab. Clean right hand from Joanna. Oh, probably broke her nose on that one. That is tough. She's still fighting, though, the tough girl. I mean, left wide open after missed the right hook. And here comes a clean counter, which Joanna's rocked. Oh, boy. Right hand. Tries to finish her off with her huge right hook. I mean, if she would have finished after getting her nose broken, insane. But she's hanging in there. And there comes a right hook. Doesn't find the mark of the left jab. Great counter again from Esparza. Slips past the right hook attempt and counters with a quick left. 1-2 from Esparza. Quick left, straight right. Missed the left jab, lands the right hook. Unreal. Went for the leg kick after the jab. Nice jab that actually missed the jab, but he scores the right. She scores the great right hook. Oh, she rocked her. Down she goes. Big right to the side of the head. Minute left. Looking to finish the fight here. Oh, looking for a knee bar. That's a terrible idea. Should have kept on swinging. What a round. What a comeback for Joanna. She probably stole that round because Esparza, she rocked her, but she didn't drop her, whereas Joanna did. And, man, she's been getting fucked up, though. Esparza's been cut. She's probably broken her nose. Her legs have been getting fucked up. She's been taking a beating here already just in 10 minutes of this fight, and they still got 3 more rounds. Potentially. Meet in the center. He starts to strike. Big right hand misses. Here comes Joanna with a left and a right hand that lands clean. Scores on the jab, disconnect with the right hand. Does Esparza. Quick punch. Doesn't land the low kick, though. Esparza's getting tired. Joanna with great counters again. Oh, my lord. She might have just put her right out. Yep, knocked her down. Esparza has finished her. Unreal. What a fight. Maybe the main event of the year, the way that fight went, honestly. That's kind of crazy to think about how great that fight was. That was unreal. What a fight, though. Carlos Esparza, you are one tough son of a bitch. That was a hell of a fight and a hell of a comeback for you. Only 8,000 people showed up, too. That's just crazy. I mean, that's a hell of a fight. Yeah, Michael Johnson beating Volkanovski. What a card. What a card. And that popularity increased everywhere. Good shit. Yeah, definitely performance bonus for Esparza. What a comeback. Yeah, Cruz dominated. Yeah, Volkan. Give him some love. Trying to think who else. Yeah, Chris looked great. Chelsea Hackett. She deserves some love. And yeah, that'll probably be it for the bonuses. Still made $5 million. God damn. Crazy. The ads alone was $4 million. That's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. But that will do it, though, for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time for the final show of 2021. So we go to New York City, to the Garden, the Mecca, in an interesting card because of so many injuries, and what was supposed to be Derek Lewis and John Jones is now just one title fight for the in the women's division as well, as far as women's bantamweight title fight. As now we're back. Oh, and continue. We to talk about the fucking New York card. Yeah, as far as Liana Joja, Aspen Ladd, Edson Barbosa, and Gregor Gillespie. Hell of a fight there. Hell of a fight for Juan Adams and Francis Ngannou. Ali Quinta, Islam Makhachev, and our main card opener. Very, very fun fight. Alex Pereira, Uriah Hall. I want to get him out of middleweight as soon as possible because I still cannot believe he made weight a lot of times. He's just, he's a giant human being. But we got a fight to make with him and Izzy at middleweight. And that's going to be fun if he knocks him out like he did in real life. It'd be a star-making performance for sure. Oh, God, a lot of pieces of mail we'll have to go through. Just great. A lot of people's contracts up and whatnot. And that will do it, though, for this episode. Thank you all for watching. We'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.